Hello everybody and welcome to a very different video here on the HTAB YouTube channel. As you find me in a very undisclosed location, well, I'll tell you where it is, in Thurso, just by the railway station behind me to my right or left. Probably both because, well, it's at either side of me. You find me, of course, well, not on the railway side because I don't advocate trespassing and I wouldn't trespass to put it on YouTube, nor would I trespass in the general wide perspective of things. But today you find me here by the old Travis Perkins. That is just there. It's all shut down. I don't know who owns this place. Nobody currently that I know. And well, yeah, there's quite a lot of railway relics around here. So I'm just going to give you a sort of unedited tour of, well, basically what's here, and just show you around the location. As well, it's just quite interesting, to be honest, like how much history and just general, like, well, stuff is still here. So you start off as I flip the camera around very professionally. There's the railway. The active main running line is there, and this one next to it behind the mesh fence just here is abandoned. And I was just looking at the rail chairs down there, and I don't know if you can see them, but they are actually sort of not, well, I think, yeah, that does say LMS. They're LMS rail chairs, as you saw by the little lettering on the left. And, well, there's a lot. This rail hasn't actually been in use for a while. As you can see, well, the sleepers are completely toast on some of them. But then again, the main active running line doesn't look too much better. Obviously, the trains at Thurso don't go into the shed like at Wick. They just stop on the slightly higher up bit of platform, which is there. As you can see, it drops down in height over there. So yeah, the actual main running line is there. The 158 parks there. No trains go into the station, and no trains go on this line. But we don't care about that today, as what we're covering is this, below me down here. So, my very professional gardening self has in fact done some, well, derooting to try and unearth and show you these, the wonderful little rail chairs here. Obviously the rail, which is the main running rail here, sits on top of these, and they're meant to have spaces in here to hold them apart. In fact, there's some like really makeshift, quite old looking ones here, which are made out of wood. They're still there after, what, many, well, probably 150 years, whenever this line was built. But yeah, so I was just trying to deroot this and see what the rail chairs were, because I'm still wanting to find a original Highland Railway rail chair. Obviously, throughout time, bits of track have been maintained, hence why them ones are like LMS, and obviously BR ones as well. But I really would love to see a Highland Railway one, just to show on my channel, or in the wide world of things. So, this area, by the way, is completely accessible from the public road, Lovers Lane, which is just, well, behind the parked cars over there. So yeah, it's just a sort of, well, abandoned wasteland. Now Travis Perkins has completely shut down. So, talking about the actual layout of Thurso then. Like I said, we've got the main running line, got this line here with the loop up there, and if I just make my way through this undergrowth here without tripping up and breaking my ankle, that wouldn't be good. Oops. I don't know if you can see, I'm not going to go past there because that's obviously illegal, but there would have been the old goods shed over here, with the engine shed originally being back there. So obviously there was a siding that came down the side of the, well, station adjacent to the main running line and the one next to it, that went down the side of the main shed, which is just over there. Last time it came down here, which was in, what, 2022? Well, it's changed because, like, well, all this has grown. This wasn't here last time. And, well, it's, I wouldn't say an eyesore because it's obviously not used anymore, but if you do come down here and have a look for yourself, just bear in mind that trees such as these ones will hinder your path. So, physically right now I can't get under there because I'm not Warwick Davis, but you can see just, well, hopefully down there, the track continues in a that-way direction until it reaches a race area, which I'll show you in a moment. So, before I do that though, I'm going to take you over here because there's a very interesting railway relic visible in the form of a bottle stop. So, as I put my bag on my back, I'll go and show you this, because it's quite a exciting feat of engineering. I don't know what that noise was, but I'll take you over here and show you this buffer, because it's just cool how it's just sitting here after all these years. And obviously, well, I don't know if it's still there now, but there's a track under there, obviously leading out to the yard, and the area where the cattle shed, I keep saying cattle shed, God shed was over there, or somewhere around here. Anyway, the base of it is there. Anyways, so yeah, this buffer is just here after all these years, and well, it's in nicer condition than some of the ones on the main line. So continuing on this way then, you can see some lovely old cobbles. Obviously, these have just never changed since it was the God's Yard. And look, I love this bit. Look, so it's got like the standard that way cobbles, like adjacent to each other there. And then down the middle, you've got a little, well, just a line. It's like carved out. And I don't know what that was originally, if that was cobbles as well. In fact, maybe it was, because I can see them there. That's interesting. But the cobbles continue all this way throughout the yard, and I've got a photo inserting it now of this whole area before that tree expanded and got massive. So, taking you this way for the final little bit then, and I will show you the little platform or race area that's still over here. It's just amazing what you find. And if you like this one, then, well, there's many more railway relics on the Far Northerly, and of course, the whole UK railway network. So, as I make my way down here, I will show you the old platform edge, which is still here. In 2022, when I came down here, I actually went down there, but I wouldn't go down there now because of all the, well, weeds and stingy things. But as you can see here, there's a very obvious platform edge. And I'd say this was good wagons, or, well, wagons as opposed to passenger use. But the track is also under there, so if you got rid of all these, you could physically run a train on it. Right, that's that shown. So I will just move on to this finally, which is of course a old hut. I'd say it's some sort of office originally, but as you can see, the concrete base is still there. And at the front here, we've got these bits made out of rail. It's just cool what you find. So, with that said, we are done our little tour here in Thurso. We've covered the cobbles, we've covered the buffer stop, of course the little bit of track over there that's still visible now through the weeds, and the platform edge. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.